In today's video, I have a unique and traditional food experience you guys do not want to miss when you visit Madeira. People ask, what is the #1 thing I should eat when I visit Madeira? And I say, it's espetada, the beef skewer. But I haven't found many places that do it like this. A completely unique experience where you buy from the butchers, order from the bar, and then watch your food get cooked before eating. It's outside of Funchal in a beautiful little village. And I'm not eating alone. I've got my ex-housemate, Clara, here with me. Ready to eat?
Very ready to eat.
This place looks like it's going to be good, doesn't it?
Let's do it.
So when you get here, first things first, the restaurant is on this side of the road. But just across the road, you have this building. And this is where the meat is held, where the butcher's is. As you come in, you're presented with all of the vegetables and fruit as well. I mean, look at that, those squashes. You've got the sweet potatoes here, and then you've got the fruits, the tangerines, the guava, avocados. This goes into their salad. Custard apple, my second favorite fruit in the world. And of course, you can't be in Madeira without seeing the bananas. All of this is actually grown on their land. So most of the produce, I would say, 95% of the produce here is grown by them in Madeira. Now, normally when you come to these espetada restaurants, you sit down, you choose off a menu, and they cook it for you. And then you're presented the food and you eat it. But this one is different. It's a unique experience and one I could not wait to try. It started off 48 years ago as a butcher's. So the first step at this restaurant is you go into the butcher, choose the meat that you want to order from the butcher's counter, choose what bread you want to go with it, go next door to the bar, choose your drinks, choose your sides. That then gets taken to your table, the food gets cooked for you, and then you eat. A really unique experience, a really local and authentic experience in this little village of Campanario. Let me show you the place, and then we'll choose some of the food. Now, the butcher's is just in here. The smell in here is pretty cool. Proper old style butchers, I would say. Feels like I am coming into a butcher's. You can see them out back, cutting it up. But in here, we have all sorts of meat. We have the beef, different cuts of beef. Here we have picanha. We have the lombo. This is probably on the bone, I would imagine, stays on the bone. And then we have medinha, which I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it looks a bit more fatty. Here, which you don't normally see at these restaurants, you've got cheese. So you've got cheese to go on the skewers. We're definitely going to try that. And then you've got meatballs, of course, chicken, and then onto your pork. Look at that, tomahawk of pork. That looks good. That looks really good, actually. Might have to get some of that. And then you've got your sausages, different types of sausages and chorizo. You might be a bit worried saying, but I don't know how much it costs. Are they gonna rip me off? No, the prices are here. They're all clear. So you're not gonna be scammed in that sense. And then you can choose your bread. You've got pão casera, which is the homemade bread. And then you've got the bolo de caco, the traditional flatbread. And they've teamed up with the local bakery to make this bread. So even that is made just for here. I think quality produce so far is what I'm seeing. Homegrown, beef from Madeira, from their own cattle as well. Do we need any help? Of course we need help. This is Fabian.
Okay, nice to meet everybody.
Thank you. Pleasure. So you're going to help us choose, actually. You're going to recommend what is the best. So we definitely want some beef.
So I don't know what you want. So the beef, of course, un de carne,
Sí.
con un poco de gordura. 4 pieces, 4 pedazos de queijo.
Sí. Sí, sí.
Of course.
Of course. It's not even a question, is it? Porco?
Porco, ok. Sim, o porco ponho com um entrecosto. Com o couro, para que fica...
So with the skin, so it can go crispy. This is the grandmother, by the way. So we've done this, we've ordered the bread, we've spoken to Avó.
Here you have your number.
Okay. Give you a number. So she's written it down, she's taken the price.
Exactly.
1 million euros.
Exactly.
And then we go through to the bar.
Then you come to
Let's
the bar.
go. So this is how easy it is. Through to the bar, and then you choose what you'd like to drink. Of course, it's a bar, they have everything. But this is how simple it is. So you choose what you would like to drink, and you choose the sides. So we have salad, rice, I mean, it's Madeira. Carb, 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 right? That's how it is. And normally they order all three. But what they're famous here for, I believe, if I'm right, is the salad with avocado on top.
You have to try. When you come here, you have to try.
Okay, well, salad for sure, because she loves salad. I love salad, obviously I'm a good boy. And then in terms of the potatoes, mil frito or por...
As you like.
Do you reckon it's just as you like?
As you like. You prefer pollen, milo frito, or you prefer French fry, or cooked potato? I don't know. That's what you like.
Mil frito? Mil frito. Okay.
The number is 1, right?
Obviously, number 1, the best. Like number 1. There he is. He's been here. Shoo! Go on, go on. There you go. Even Ronaldo's been here. So to be honest, you don't really need my recommendation, do you? You've already got Ronaldo having been eaten here. You're onto a good thing. I tell you what, I love this place already. So friendly, whether that's in the restaurant, in the butcher area, or in the bar. Everyone here is so friendly. Fabian is super friendly. And as you saw, he speaks amazing English, and he's not the only one. They speak English, very good English, in all of the places. So it's not like you're coming out into the middle of nowhere and you're going to be stuck with what to order. They explain the concept, they explain what you can order, and they explain everything to you. So do not worry about that. He also just told me, when you get given the number, they don't actually start cooking your food until you take the number into the restaurant. So what you can do is reserve your meat like we did, come and do your sides, order your drinks, and then sit and have some drinks with your friends, have some poncho or whatever in the bar, and enjoy. And then when you're ready, take it over and they'll start cooking for you. So that's what we're going to do next. Let's do it. All right, so into the restaurant. Who do I give this to? To you, you're the man. Muito obrigado. And then they're gonna cook our food. This is pretty cool. You've got the onions hanging from the top, but you have the open charcoals or the open wood fire over here. Oh, look at that chicken. So yeah, I can show them this. Yeah. See? So the meat comes over. They'll have your number on the side. It will match to the number you give them. And then he'll cook it on this wood fire. Look at, oh, the heat coming off it. And the bread, that's pretty cool. But yeah, the heat coming off this stuff. So let's let them, let's get out their way, but we'll try and watch as much as we can as they cook it. Now behind us you think is the wood that goes on the fire, but it's not. The wood is covered in people's names and signatures and a date. And he was just telling us a quite moving story that a family moved to Australia and they came here after many, many years away, and they came back to this restaurant and they found their grandmother's name handwritten on some of the wood. And she had passed away in between when they were away and coming back. A little bit of memory on the wall. The first food has arrived. It's actually just, because it's so hot, it's just slipped off our espetada. We have grilled cheese. I have not seen this at an espetada place ever, but if you're being offered grilled cheese as an option, I think you've got to take it. And I think we've got to put it in the bowl of the caco.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got more food coming. Muito obrigado. Ah, the porco.
Obrigado.
See, so the pork has just turned up. So basically what happens, guys, is it just comes as it's ready. So they'll start cooking it, and when it's ready, they'll bring it to the table, and they'll put it on this, what would you call it, centerpiece, which holds the skewers. However, I told you that the salad looked good. Look at this salad. Huge salad, and this is just a small. In there we have lettuce, avocado, like I said, homegrown avocado, onions, tomato, and then they like to put a little bit of fruit on there. You were quite excited for the tangerine, right?
Yeah, the tangerine is very kind of Spanish-esque.
Yeah.
Like I've had that before, but banana, I'm
You
slightly
need,
skeptical.
you need
I
to be
think we'll have to
convinced.
try it. Yeah.
It's Madeira after all. And then, of course, we have ordered mil frito, the fried cornmeal. This looks perfect. Look how golden and crispy that looks. That looks pretty good. However, we should eat this cheese whilst it's hot. So you can order this by the piece. We've gone for 4 pieces. This is like, thank you. Are you going to do the same?
Yeah, I'll try it.
This is queijo branco, white cheese, and you can see how toasty and charred on the outside it is. This goes on the wood fire as well. I'm going to try a bit.
Yeah. It's like halloumi.
It is exactly like halloumi. Well, not quite as salty as halloumi, but that is pretty good. That's as close to halloumi as I've seen in Madeira.
Yeah.
It's got olive oil on the outside and it's got oregano on the outside.
Nice
but I
char.
really do want to get it inside that bolo de caco you can see on the inside. So I'm going to wedge it in there and make myself a cheese sandwich, Madeiran style. That's a winner. That's good though. Every espetada place should do this. And I know we're going to get comments saying, loads of espetada places do this.
No, but if you're a vegetarian, you can come, you can order cheese, a salad, some bread, some sides, and you'd be happy as Larry.
100%.
Delicious.
And he said that, to be fair. He said people come here just for the salad, have a drink, have some bolled taco, a bit of cheese. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, let's get into some of this pork. Now, I've asked him, or he recommended, go crispy. So they leave the skin on, and you can get crispy on the outside, crispy skin. So that's what they've done. It's like little pork ribs there, with the fat and the skin on the outside. So get a little bit of that. You want some salad? Let's try some of this salad, shall we?
Yeah, we have to. Well, no, I want to try the banana separate to the meat.
Okay, well, considering I just dropped a bit of banana, looks like you're almost scot-free. So, put some of that salad. Tomato. Love tomato in Madeira. And then milo frito. But I saw a little sneaky person eating some of the milo frito already. And she's already told me. She's already told me it's very good. So, I'll give you some of them. Layer your plate up. This is kind of what you do. You kind of build your plate. And you eat as you go along and eat as things come out.
3's fine, thank you. 4's fine.
4's fine. Come on, this is Sunday lunch, Madeira style. Meal frito, fried cornmeal, I guess is what we would call it elsewhere. A bit like polenta, but it's maybe slightly finer. It is cooked until it's soft. It's then set cold on a sheet tray, and then it's cut into cubes and deep fried. It sounds very simple, and actually all of this food in Madeira is very simple. Madeiran food is quite simple, but that means it has to be done well. And you can get good meal frito, and you can get bad meal frito, right? So how is this?
I reckon it's 9.5 out of 10, actually.
I could just snack on that.
Yeah, right.
Salty, crunchy, soft in the inside. And the best ones, they don't just cook the meal frito, they don't just cook the corn in water, they cook it in stock, and you can really taste that, right?
Well, you can also see the herbs in there as well, like it's not just...
Let me show you. Look at that on the inside. You can see how fluffy and white it is on the inside, and you see that crust around it where it's been deep fried. That is exactly how it should be. And if the oil temperature even is wrong, it sucks up all that oil and goes too greasy. But this one, not a bit, like perfect.
I wonder what kind of oil they use, just vegetable oil, sunflower oil?
It would just be vegetable oil.
Yeah.
The flavour you're getting is the stock.
It's so delicious.
All right, pork. I'm going to use my hands. Why not? It's like little ribs. You can see little ribs of pork, crunchy and crispy on the outside.
That's really good.
Cooked on that fire. You can taste the smoke. You can taste the char. Everything's cooked on wood fire here. And then you have a couple of guys there looking after it, taking care of it, making sure it's cooking properly, turning it. I've also been to some places. Have you been to one where you get to cook it yourself?
No.
You've never been to an espetada place where you cook it yourself? So
Didn't-
that's also...
didn't trust me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. She has, but they didn't let her cook. So you also have that. There's a few different type of espetada experiences you can get here in Madeira. You can go and it's just cooked for you. You can go and they give you the skewer and you cook it yourself. Or something like this, where you go to the butcher and you go to the bar. This is fun because it's an experience. The cooking it yourself is an experience, but you need to know what you're doing, right? And it can be a little intimidating when everyone is watching you. And of course, they all have an opinion on how you're cooking it, right? Because you're the foreigner. So I like those places, but to be honest, let them cook it. All right, the beef has arrived. So beef is probably the most common espetada in Madeira. If you're ordering espetada, normally it's beef, even though obviously you get the choices of others. Now, normally they give you a little plate to catch the juices that run out of the beef. And I'm gonna give you a little tip, a JoeyP tip. Take a bit of your bolo de caco, take a slice of it, turn it upside down and open it where the garlic butter is, and put it below that drip. And those meat juices are gonna drop onto the garlic bread. And we're gonna share that, because I'm so kind.
Like Lady and the Tramp.
Like, I'm not sure about that. However, you might be thinking, how do I get it off the skewer? Let me show you. I mean, it's easy. The problem is, these things aren't conducive to filming, so I have to get down on my knee. Clara? No, joking. You're aware your mic is on and they can hear you swearing at that thought. Mine too, trust me. But it's easy, knife and fork, above the meat, slide it down. If it's your first time, don't be intimidated by that. Super easy, so I'm gonna give you some of that. This looks good actually, big chunks. We chose the fatty one, the Medina. Look at that. At least I think that's what we ordered. We asked for the fatty one, but I guess we'll find out. Two pieces are okay for you to start with?
Perfect, thank you.
Look at that. And then on the inside, the money shot, how's he cooked it? He has cooked it slightly pink, just how you asked for it. All right, let's try it. Listen, I said, it's simple, no doubt about that. It's not gonna blow your mind, it's not gonna change your life, but when it's good and it's flavorful, it's got that nice amount of salt on the outside. Sometimes they put like the whole world's worth of salt on the meat. It's nicely salted, cooked over the wood fire, as I say, you get that char, and then you get that meaty flavor. And it is local beef, it's Madeiran beef. Not many places can say that they can trace the beef coming from their own farm, where they're growing it themselves. And that's what I love about this place, because there will be comments saying, oh, there's other places that do this, where you can choose it in the butchers and you can go and get it cooked. Yes, there are. But how many of them can trace almost every ingredient on the plate? Apart from the pineapple, he said, in your drink, everything else can be traced. That's pretty good going, I would say. Let's see what Clara thinks.
Nice
fatty.
ladylike
There you
bite. You're right about the salt.
It's like salted nicely, right? It's not over.
It's not over salted, it just brings out
the flavor.
the meatiness.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And the salad, you tried the salad?
The avocado, probably the best avocado I've had in about a year and a half.
Oh, really?
Basically since I left Madeira.
Really?
Yeah, 1000%.
I mean, to be honest, you want Clara's opinion on the salad compared to mine. However, I should try it, see if it's as good as what she's saying.
It's good for you. Vitamins.
No, I eat healthily, but that's not, I'm just joking, obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously. Or it's my mummy. All right, let's try it. That's good.
Pretty good, eh?
Look, I'm going in for a second bite. Wow, that is actually incredibly good. The avocado is genuinely incredible. Creamy,
Buttery.
rich, buttery. But the onions, I hate raw onions. But for some reason here, they're so good and they're so inoffensive, so good. But I say it every time, once you've had tomatoes in Europe, there's no going back to those little water bombs in England. Not the same thing, so good, but avocado is probably the star of the show, I must admit. But to be honest, the salad could genuinely be star of the show. I mean, the meat is great. Watching them cook it is great.
I'm
The
so
experience is
glad
great.
that we have this on camera. The salad could be the star of the show, says Joe Perilla.
It's that good. How is it with banana?
I don't know, I'll let you taste this.
I'm going
one
in
first.
for it.
You're going in.
Now, you know that Madeira loves banana, has it on the fish, has it with almost blimming everything. Let's try it. Wow.
Be honest.
I know. I'm going to think on that whilst I try it with the orange.
It's a very diplomatic answer.
Oh, the orange is great.
Well, of course, it's citrus.
Have you tried one?
No.
Check that. That is a flavor hit of orange, right? That's incredible. However, you can try it with the salad, but just try the banana. That's one of the most intense banana. I said wow, because that's one of the most intense banana flavors I've had. Of like fresh banana.
They've added salt.
Yeah, well, salt's on the salad, right? But it's like bang, banana.
But it's
Really good.
But the thing about Madeiran bananas, this is going to sound so weird.
Wait.
The thing about Madeiran bananas is I feel like the texture and the flavor is different to like a regular banana that you would get in the supermarket.
I mean, normally, well, people come out together like this and have espetada, but sometimes there'll be lots of people. You have lots of different foods on the table. You have your plate and you have all the dishes and you just start picking away at it like we are now. And that's kind of the vibe. You have a few drinks. Now, I'm driving, so this is non-alcoholic. And it is non-alcoholic before you say, yeah, I bet it is. You didn't show it. It is, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. This is non-alcoholic beer. So you just sit back, relax and enjoy. The atmosphere, we're sat outside because it's quieter, away from the music and away from the people. Inside would definitely be better, I think.
A bit more atmospheric.
Yeah, you have the lovely views over
And we've got
Campinario.
you know, the families coming together for Sunday and, you know, chatting and talking over a bottle of wine.
And again, this is about experience. Coming out for this type of food is about experience. But when this place is vibrant and bouncing and busy, again, we've come in between meals to film. I think it would really like take it up to the next level, right? But it is just about having a chat, having a drink, enjoying the food, hopefully in good weather, like we have today. And
But even if it's not, you've got the fire going on the inside. Like, it kind of lends to
She's right.
a cozy atmosphere. But I think it's also about just like slowing down. You know, we're so used to just going out for a meal, ordering your main, it comes, you eat, you're gone. Whereas this
True.
is like, it's a process.
like
You
I say,
wait
have a
for-
drink in the bar whilst you wait until you're hungry enough. Come in here, wait for it to be cooked. I
Yeah.
didn't think of that. You know, you've got a future on the channel, maybe. Or maybe
It's only
not.
taken me like 2.5, 3 years to feature Joe. He didn't trust me, thought I'd say something naughty.
Had to build my, should see her off camera. I need to build my reputation first. Anyway, do you remember the juices that were dripping on the bottle de caco? How good is it?
That good.
Beats the cheese.
Beats the cheese.
Of course, it's meat juices. I think I've just found the best piece of the entire meal, and that is the fat on that beef. I just had a piece, and oh my God. The flavor, the beefy flavor that comes out of that, rendered down, salty fat. You cannot beat that. That is the best mouthful of the meal for me. However, pineapple time, because we have some pineapple for dessert.
So excited for this. You can smell the caramelization, the spices that they put on it.
Again, old Rick Stein over here.
Rick Stein, Nigella Lawson.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry. Cinnamon on the outside, char grilled on the charcoal fire, Madeiran dessert. We're going to be Philistines and use our hands, so cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for a nice meal. The pineapple is good, but the genius thing is the cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon and pineapple, so juicy and so sweet. That is the, after a meaty meal, after a heavy-ish meal, that's
like
the
a
way to
palate
finish.
cleanser
Yeah,
as
that's the
well,
way to
isn't it?
finish.
Yeah.